Villagers, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Or wonders they say shall never cease to happen. Now people are tired of covering up about things that are happening. When the attack happened in Mali on the 25th of April 2026, we heard a lot of things concerning what happened. A lot of names were mentioned. People think that it is only fabrication. There is no confirmed news. It's only from one side of the story. But today we have an MP of Mauritania confessing to the things that are happening. According to this woman, these people come to their hospitals for treatment. They get their equipment through there. They bring the equipment to that place. Then how come US, France, and the so-called whatever who claim they have satellite, they have this to capture things, cannot capture what is happening in Mauritania? The Mauritania is not a sovereign state. They are treated as if they are not humans. And they are also fighting for their own liberation. And they can't keep quiet over what is happening. They bring them food. And when they come and commit all these things and they are wounded, they bring them to their hospitals to be treated. This one is no longer the confession of people. It is the people who are in power, the leaders in Mauritania, that are bringing out this. It means they have had enough, because when you listen to the woman, she's equally saying that why should we be covering these people for committing crimes against our brothers and sisters in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, when we are also struggling to also be on our own? Mauritania is not a nation on its own. They own us, the people, and we are still fighting to gain our independence. Why not join the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to fight for that liberation? And we have to join hands with the people who are oppressing us to also go after our brothers and sisters.
Emily, you won't believe it. A Mauritanian deputy tells us loudly in Parliament that the terrorists go for treatment in Mauritania. They equip themselves in Mauritania. They train in Mauritania.
It's not me saying it. Listen to this video. First of all, share this in all the groups. Let it reach the ears of our different leaders, of our different AES leaders.
Share the video everywhere. Family, please share. Listen.
Because here in Mauritania, the terrorists who are in Mali, Niger, and all, this is their place to regroup, to come for treatment, to get weapons, to train. And I cannot understand how France, Europe, and America, with all their intelligence systems, have not yet been able to know this. Because not a day or two goes by without hearing that there is a paramilitary here at the military hospital who is being treated, or always the soldiers who come there from doing Nema, doing Ayoun. They tell us that there are terrorists who come there to train with them in the camps, to get back in shape, to take weapons, food, and everything in every way. And their Mauritania supports them so that they too in return support them for their grand, how shall I say, their grand project, the great Dawlat al-Birra of the Sahara, as I have already said, up to Niger, up to Mali, Niger, and all. That means that here I am making an appeal to tell them that if they are fighting against terrorism, they should just do some research. I invite them to come to do research, to see. They will see with their own eyes and they will feel. I am making an appeal to everyone, every human, to come support us. Because Mauritania is a country of our laws, a country of slavery, of racism, a country where humans are not even human. It means that we need, first of all, to be human and have our rights, and for Mauritania to be a country. Mauritania is not yet a country. It's a shop for the Moors, where they loot, they take goods just for themselves, nothing else. It means we need a country. We don't have a country yet. That's what we want.
Family, you all heard. That woman, she struggled when she spoke. Listen to the video. Share it everywhere. Mauritania is also a real base for the terrorists. They get treated there. They equip themselves there. They do everything, train, all that there. You understand?
When we talk to you about the Great Replacement, that's what's happening. They came to Mauritania. They replaced all the black people.
And similarly, they want to support their parents in gradually replacing people to flood Africa. That's their objective. Of course, in complicity with those people you are aware of. You see a little. You see a little. Share the video everywhere. Let the Malian, Burkinabe, and Nigerian authorities understand what is happening here. I know they know, but like repetition. And these are confessions. These are confessions. She is a deputy and she is making confessions. She says what she has heard, she has seen on her own territory. This is no longer an accusation. These are confessions and tangible evidence that we need to be able to react. That's what it's about. It's not just anyone, an individual who is speaking. It's not an ordinary person who is speaking. It's someone who knows what they are talking about, and someone who is, well, a deputy, meaning, well, she represents the people and she says it loud and clear.
Which means that these words, these statements, these words coming out are really to be taken seriously. That's what it's about. Share the video everywhere. And my friends, the soldiers of Mali, how are you? Greetings from the opposition. My guys from Burkina, greetings.
My guys from Niger, be greeted. Share this everywhere. We saw your might. That's what it's about. Greetings from the opposition.
For you to have an MP of a country bringing out all these secrets, that should tell you the gravity of the situation. Always the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso keep telling us that they use these neighboring countries. They use their own people. When they meet them, they smile. But these are the people they are using against them. And always people think that they are accusing people. But this is no longer accusation. If we are having an MP of Mauritania coming out to voice out what is happening in the country, that should tell you that the gravity is high. It's no longer a joke. It's not something that is cooked by the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. These are not ordinary politicians who will come out and lie just to cover face and continue to please the oppressor. They are there to fight for the total liberation of the African. And before anything happens, they already know, they see. And when they talk to us, they bring out what is happening that you and I don't see. That is why they are able to expose things before they even happen. But you still sit down and say, allegedly. They are alleging it with proof and evidence. But the African will still sit there and say, it has not been confirmed by a standard international, the colonized ones with that mentality, who believe that before anything is said by an African leader, and before we can believe it, we need these same people who are oppressing us to come and confirm that it is true. Then you are never ready to be free as an African. You are mentally enslaved to the point that you can't be free. If you think these people are the standard ones to give you information in this modern world, then you still have a long way to go as an African. This is shocking. These are the things that people are doing. The same people who are fighting for their total liberation. You will not allow your territory to be a place where other people will ship in things, protect these people, treat them to go and harm your brothers and sisters. Have you seen how far the African can think? You don't see that this is an opportunity to also work with my brothers and sisters to set myself free. It's painful, the pain people are going through as Africans, and still yet they allow themselves to be used against the struggle of other people who are fighting for total liberation. Because when they tell you about the things these people in Mauritania are going through, it's heartbreaking. Still owing you as a slave in this modern world, and the leaders don't see the necessity to fight against this system of oppression. But they can allow their territory for these people to be walking in and out, for treatment, for food, normal lifestyle, covering them. because it serves the interest of a few people. The people who are suppressing you, the African. The people who see that you, the African, is lesser to them. Just because they have decided that we wear suits and sit with them and eat together. It's painful. We will not say this is allegedly or accusation. If an MP can openly come out and say this, that should tell you that it's no longer accusation. The woman had had enough and she has to voice out. That's why always I tell you, they don't want women in power. Yes, because when it gets to a point that we are tired, you look at the children and you are forced to open up. So they will tell you that we are weak. We are never weak. If we are weak, how come those days we have women who were queens? Like one man said, this current generation is weak because men took over and they left women out. Before we can have a better Africa, we need to collaborate with one another and even empower the woman to understand that your place is not the kitchen. You also have a role to play in the salvation of the continent because you are the mother of these children. So you should be ready to stop thinking about Brazilian hair, Japanese and Korea and iPhone and join the men. Support them the little way you can to make sure we fight to save and protect the children you bring into this world. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa and in Mauritania.